Back in 10 years ago, I was a miner mining my mining claim with a bucket, a shovel, a sluice box, and a rock bar. And they considered that surface disturbance and they gave me 30 days in jail, right? I didn't hardly disturb the surface on a relative scale. And I needed a plan of operations to do that work. And they so said so by federal court order. So why do these guys get to disturb the surface disturbance? By the way, that's under NEPA, surface disturbance. They disturbed the surface and caused poisoning of everything from here to the ocean. What are they going to do about it? This is a fraud. We should be able to prove it as a fraud. And this community needs justice for everybody. All the landowners out here have been harmed. My name is David Everest, also known as Miner Dave Everest, and I'm here at Iron Gate Lake Estates. Back in 2022, I discovered through the BLM material and mineral deposits that there's chrome out here. And behind me, you can see where the lake's been drained. And over here, go over here and film that mountain. That mountain is a chrome mountain. It's loaded with chrome according to the BLM. It's called Coyote Mountain. And then out here, there's grass growing, so you can't see the rocks. When it dies off, you can find iron rock that's got chrome in it. At this point, it's not poisonous until you break it up and it comes out. But with them draining the lake, it's releasing out of the settlements chromium 6, or otherwise hexachromal 6, which is a very toxic substance that's poison. If you went down into that lake, and where the lake was, with the lake over it, it was fine. It was all not disturbed. But now they disturbed it. And then when I discovered this, I notified FERC of the chrome deposits, and I notified the Bureau of Reclamation out of Klamath Falls. And I talked to them for a while via email, and then I talked to them on the phone a couple of times. And the lady went on maternity leave, and then she had me somebody in her office to talk to, which I never got to talk to, and he never answered any of my emails. And then she told me, then she referred me down to Sacramento, where at the BLM reclamation there that would cover this area. And I talked to a gentleman who was really excited about me finding chrome, and he was going to do something about it. Later on, when I talked to him, his bosses shut him down. And then I sent letters to the Army Corps of Engineers. They did nothing. So the alphabetic soup of government agencies did nothing to cause this problem we got here. Creating, if you look there, that is now a valley instead of a lake. And as a valley, it's now the Valley of Death. And the river, all the way to the ocean, will be known as the River of Death. And as we go along, it's only going to get worse as these settlements go down. And when they finally finish blowing Iron Gate Dam. These people need to be held accountable, because this is a big fraud. The fraud of the century. It's going to be horrible for the next 1,000 years, as far as I can see, because chromium 6 is very toxic. It's a heavy metal. If you remember Aaron Vakovich and PG&E, when they poisoned a whole community with it, with a lake of it, that they were concentrating, this is 100-fold over that. People could die over this if they eat the fish, they drink the water, or they irrigate with it. It's considered dead now. and it'll be dead, and I don't know how they recover.
Miner Dave, thank you for reaching out. What would you say if I was to told you that the USGS has been sampling sediments in the banks up and down the Klamath River since 2018, and they released the report after the breaching of the dams?
I would say that's a crime, because they should have released it before.